before we get started, I want to say these are not like going out. They're just twinkling lights, so they like turn on and off obviously because they're twinkling. Anyway, today we have a book haul, a pretty big one. This is about 2 months worth of books that I've been hoarding, literally in a pile right next to my TBR card that have not been touched. And we're just gonna go through all of them. We're gonna talk a little bit about them. I don't know where I'm gonna put them on my shelf, but you know, we'll find a way. We'll find a way, trust me. But I have a mix of Barnes & Noble books, books from indie bookstores, my favorite loot books from the past 2 months, some signing stuff, things like that. We'll talk about those a little bit later. But we have quite a lot to get through. I can talk, I promise. Let's start with the Amber V. Nicole signing that was at the Rip Bodice for the Wrath of the Fallen release. That was wonderful. I did get all of my books signed. I did purchase technically 4 books. Oh my god. Technically 4 books when I got there. We'll go through them really fast. But I did get my 2 copies that I already had. So that would be Book of Azrael and Throne of Broken God signed. These are indie editions, but I could not find the 3rd book, like indie edition, like anywhere on Amazon. Like it was not like available, which was weird. But I did end up getting the Kensington edition at the Rip Bodice, so I got that. And of course, the ticket came with the Wrath of the Fallen. I did get all these signed, obviously, but we love her. From the Rip Bodice, I got 2 books. So the first one I picked out was Rebecca Ross's Wild Reverence. This is a standalone fantasy that takes place in the Divine Rivals universe. So I believe, I don't know if it's like gonna explain anything from Divine Rivals. Like my goal would be to get a story about, like a full story about how the typewriters like became magical. But like this edition is so stunning. I love this cover, by the way. It's just black bright edges, but this is the back. And the inside has like end papers, and then you guys, the best part, there's art on the like the hardcover. Oh, like how fucking cool is that? Anyway, so that was that. It says, "Dear Matilda, I wrote, I let the words flow for her, and when the ink dried, I gave my very heart to the fire." Okay. Matilda and Vincent were fated to find each other beyond dreams, but to rewrite the blood-soaked ways of the gods, Matilda will have to face something she fears even more than losing her magic, finally allowing herself to be loved. So true, Queen. Then I picked up The Second Death of Locke by B.L. Bovolino. This is, all I heard about this, there's lady knights in it, so that's slay. The back says, Gray Flynn has dedicated her life to her mage, Kier. I don't know. She will be his blade on the battlefield, his healer and protector. The deep well of raw power inside her is Kier's to wield. Interesting. They are bound together by blood and magic, but there is one truth that Gray dare not reveal, not even to Kier. I still don't know if I pronounce it. When a quest to protect the child of an enemy kingdom pulls them to a dangerous mission, Gray will need to decide what she's willing to sacrifice to protect her secret. For Gray is an ordinary magical well, and if she dies, all magic dies with her. Interesting. So, oh, this cover, by the way, too. It's also stunning. This light is like really blinding. But it looks really good. I've heard really good things about it. So we'll see. I'll get to this eventually. I don't know how soon I'll get to it, but I will get to it. The next book signing I went to was the B.K. Borson one that took place at Books A Million for the Good Spirits release. So because it was for the Good Spirits release, obviously a copy of Good Spirits came with it. Look how cute this cover is. I'm obsessed with this cover still. Oh my god. And the edges, the ribbon, oh my god. Yeah, I am so excited to read this. I'm gonna read this very soon. I also picked up, this I bought separately, but I bought Love Light Farms because I haven't read the series yet, and I really want to, and this is perfect for the Christmas season. I brought 2 books. I brought my First Time Callist, just the regular edition. I got this signed. Where'd it go? Hello? Here we go. There it is. And then, I haven't shown this one yet, but I brought my Owl Crate edition of First Time Caller. Everyone was saying like they never really seen this before at the event, but look how stunning this is. The edges, oh my god. I'm gonna show it a little bit because I haven't shown it on here yet, but oh my god. So stunning. Oh my god. Oh, hello. Hello? Okay. And then that one. And then the Dust Jacket's my favorite, but there's the hardcover. It's just like that. But look at this. Oh my god. How stunning is that? Can we talk about that for a second? Because what? What? Owl Crate. You did your big one with that. Like, I'm kind of mad that I didn't get the Good Spirits edition. But I heard they're doing a Now Back to You edition, so I'm definitely going to have to get that because it has to match the rest of the series, obviously. So we got that. We brought that, I should say. Then while I was there, before I left, I took a look at what they had in stock, and they had a signed copy of Wrath of the Dragons. I read Fear the Flames this past, like, few months. It was really good. Probably one of my new favorite series. I've read this year. And this book came out back in July, and I was so mad I didn't get to go to the release party at the Rip Bodice, actually. But I saw this, and I had to grab it. Like, look, it's signed. Hold on. Look at that. Now I will go over all the Barnes & Noble books I got, as well as I went to a indie bookstore in New Jersey called Kiss and Tale. They are located in Collinswood. They're super sweet over there. It was a really cute store. I grabbed a couple books from there, but I'm just going to go through this giant stack and hope for the best. The first one is The Devil She Knows by Alexandria Bellefleur. This is a sapphic paranormal romance, kind of. She's like the devil and she needs a wish to like get her ex back or something along those lines. A down-her-luck woman makes a deal with a crafty demon to win back her ex-girlfriend after a proposal gone awry, only to discover the girl of her dreams might be the devil she knows. Slay. So Samantha Cooper's having a day from hell. Her life's unraveled, blah, 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 blah. So Daphne is this one, and this is Sam. Daphne's a devil, I guess, or some sort of devil, and she needs 1,000 souls to have her own deal. But she doesn't want to give up her soul, so she decides she's going to try to find a loophole. And yeah, so this cover is adorable, by the way. Can we talk about that? I'm obsessed with it. But I have Meant to Be by Katie Cicatelli-Cook. I don't know how to pronounce that. This is the same author that did Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. I did read that. It was cute. It's a very, very, very young adult. Okay? If you're not into that, not gonna be for you. I think these are such cute palette cleansers. So I did pick up the next one, I guess, like interconnected, because they're in the same town. So I don't know how interconnected that is, but we'll try. Then I got The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs. This was pitched to me as Legally Blonde meets like medieval times. Like, look at this cover, by the way, too. Like, that's stunning. Basically, it's about this girl. Her name's Clea, and the guy's name is Domhnall. I don't know how to pronounce that. Basically, they're supposed to be like matched together, like they're supposed to get married or whatever, but he ends up going to his military academy to become a knight. And she's obsessed with him, I guess, or obsessed with the idea of, you know, getting together with him. So she follows him, and she ends up actually meeting this guy named Ronan. And he trains her, and she becomes better than him. So that's cool. Then I picked up Cowboy Casual by Holly Renee. Can we talk about this cover too? Oh my god. There's so many beautiful covers in this stack. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, this is a cowboy romance, obviously. It's by Holly Renee. Holly Renee I kind of have a mixed relationship with because I've read one book from her. It's one of her fantasy series. I think it's The Kingdom of Something Betrayals. I'll put a picture here. It was okay. It was a 3-star. Not my favorite. Very short, though. So that's points. But this looks intriguing. It's been 10 years since she ran from this town, chasing a life that didn't include the cowboy next door who blurred the line between best friend and something more. Now she's back, fresh off a busted engagement and hiding out on her grandmother's crumbling strawberry farm like the past never happened. Like she doesn't still linger in every part of me I've spent years trying to erase. So this is kind of like, I guess, second chance kind of vibes. I don't know. We'll find out. And I picked up the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Wildcard. Yep. I have all of these. Have I read it? No. Have I read the Chestnut Springs? No. Do I still have them because I hate the covers on Kindle Limited? Yes. I also love the Mountain Spines. But this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. This has the art inside. I thought it was so pretty. This is an ex-boyfriend's dad, which is interesting. And I'm a little scared because I didn't really like A Birthday Girl. Like, it was fine. Like, it wasn't, like, horrible. It wasn't my favorite. So I don't know if it was the trope or the writing or the story, I don't know, but we'll see with this one eventually. I don't know when I'll get to it. I'll try. Then we have A Worthy Opponent by Katie Robert. This is part of a Wicked Villain series. This is basically retellings of like Disney like villains and stuff like that. So the first one was Desperate Measures. That is Jafar and Jasmine. The second one, what is it? Hold on. Oh, Learn My Lesson. I have it down below here. Learn My Lesson. That is a Hades, Hercules, and Meg retelling. Like, they're a throuple. Crazy. And this one is Hook and Tinkerbell, which is just really interesting. But But look at this cover though, it's kind of stunning. And then back, and then these are the special editions that have the art inside. Oh, hello? Art inside, and then they also have annotations at the bottom from the author. Can I find it? Hold on, let me not show you something crazy. Okay, here we go. Like you'll see like little annotations at the bottom here of some of the pages, stuff like that. So cool, and also some special stuff in the back, so we'll see. I need to read these still, but they seem like really good, like quick reads. Then I had If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. What was this? A slow burn romance set in the autumnal glow of 1997 small town Vermont. So what I've heard is kind of like Gilmore Girls, but reversed. So like he's like this golden child of the town, and he's a single dad. He's a baker, etc. And she, I guess, comes back to the town for some reason. Or she like has to take over. She has to take over mom's bed and breakfast, basically. And basically, yeah, that's all I know. So this looks really fun. It's like 500 pages though, which is kind of crazy. I'm probably gonna read this weekend actually. I have the Target edition of Mate by Ali Hazelwood. She looks like. I read Bride. I gave it a 3.5. It was not my favorite Ali Hazelwood book. Probably my least favorite. I know. I'm not an Omegaverse girly by any means, but I want to give it another try, and I've heard this a lot better than Bride. So this is what she looks like. I got her because she has the better art in it. I love this, by the way. Stunning. So we'll get to this eventually. I'm a little scared, but I'm willing to try anything twice. This book is The Defender by Anna Huang. Yes, do I have these even though they're on Kindle Unlimited? Yes, but their covers suck. Say with me. I don't like these covers. I don't like model covers. The only person who can do model covers is Marina Kent. I said what I said. However, I have the Twisted series as well, like the full set. And I obviously have the next, like the first 2 books of the series. Only ones I don't have are the Kings of Sin series, because those are updated on Kindle Unlimited to the new covers. Or like whatever cover, like the one that's in store. But this is what she looks like. I haven't read Striker yet because I haven't read the Striker yet because I haven't finished the Twisted series. So I have to do that, finish Kings of Sin, and then I have to get to this. But I decided to get this because I had the Barcelona Lucis edition of the Striker, so I got this. But look at this art. How cute. Next, I got the indie edition of Blood and Betrayals. This is by Jeanette Rose and Alexis Brune. This is part of the Avalon University series. Now, this made its rounds on Book Talk like a few months ago. It was basically pitched to me as Zodiac Academy meets Nocticadia meets the Atlas Six. I've read part of Zodiac Academy. I have not read Nocticadia or the Atlas Six, but it seems very intriguing, and I have not seen this indie edition for a really long time. It went out of stock on Amazon. It has not come back in stock. So when I found it at Kiss and Tail, I was like, holy fuck, like I need this. But yeah, she's cute. She's thick. Her writing is tiny. You can't even see that, which is crazy. She's like 1,000 pages on Kindle Unlimited, which is also insane. But I decided to grab this because I feel like if I love it, I'm gonna want this indie edition. I forgot I pre-ordered the Waterstones edition of Alchemized. I don't know why I did. It looks literally the exact same as the US one, except at the sprayed edges. So I haven't even read it yet. So if I like it, I'm glad I have this. If not, I'm probably gonna get rid of it because she's thick and she takes a lot of space. Let's just say that. But anyway, back to the actual Fairy Loot stuff. So for September, the YA book I got was Never Ever After by Sue Lin Tan. I have not read even her books. I have her Celestial Kingdom duology, I think it's called. But I haven't read them yet. But I heard this is Chinese folklore, like kind of like meets like a Cinderella retelling. That's what she looks like. She's stunning. I love this color scheme, by the way. And then, oh, the edges, sorry. Look how stunning that is. And then the end papers. Look how gorge that is. And then the other side, yeah, the foiling, stunning. And then the hardcover looks like this. This is so pretty. Again, love this color scheme so much. So I got that one. Her adult book was Alchemized again. This is heavy, oh my god. Here she looks like. I'm sure everyone's seen this already, but she's stunning. I like the edges actually. I know some people don't like them, but I kind of like them. Back. And then, I wish this is gonna be hard. The end papers. Oh my god. There she is. And then, oh my god, the other side. Yeah, and then the hardcover is actually one of my favorites. I like this hardcover a lot. This one. Yeah, she's heavy. She's thick. as we all know. October box, the adult book was Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. She looks like, yeah, stunning. I've heard really mixed things about this, which kind of makes me sad. But I'm still gonna read though, because it's probably one of my anticipated reads. So she looks like the end papers, and then what else? This one, and this is the hardcover. It's very Great Gatsby-esque, which I guess is kind of inspo, like the 1920s vibe. But yeah, I got that. And the YA book, which is probably one of my favorites they've done, like YA-wise, Thorn Season by Kiera Azir. I think that's how I pronounce it. Can we talk about this art? Like, how stunning is that? Oh my god. It's so pretty. There's the edges, back, and then I love the art inside. Oh my god. It's probably one of my favorites. Oh my gosh. This stunning art. She's taking it. Unfortunately, she's taking it. She's the best one so far. Look at this. Oh my god. And then the hardcover is really pretty too. And then the wrist dust jacket for all these is just a recolor of the standard cover. So, yeah. And that is all the books I got for the past 2 months. I try to make it as fast as possible without yapping too much, but also want to show like every book and talk about them a little bit. Yeah, this is a problem. But luckily I'm on a book buying ban now until after Christmas. So we're going through it. I have to update my TBR cart and stuff. I have to put all these away. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night.